Well, good morning. Excuse me. Here it is. It's Tuesday morning. Today is it's November the 28th, and it's hard to believe, but we're approaching the end of this month already. And anyway, I hope that you had a good Monday. I hope that you had a great hope you had a great start to this week, and hopefully you were able to maybe ease into it. Maybe get some things started that you needed to do, or whatever the case may be. Hope that you had a wonderful day. And now here it is, Tuesday morning, and God has blessed us with the breath to breathe here on this Tuesday morning, and given us hopeful opportunities today. Anyway, this morning I want to share with you a devotional entitled "Too Cool." In Exodus chapter 8, verse 25, it says this: Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron. "All right, go ahead and offer sacrifices to your God," he said, "but do it here in this land." Pharaoh finally kind of buckled a little bit. He wanted the plagues to stop, and so he called in Moses and Aaron, and he told them, "Hey, you can go sacrifice to your God, but I want you to do it here, in the land." As we watch Pharaoh try to manipulate Moses, we see a picture of how the devil, he tries to manipulate us, perhaps every day. This is the anatomy of compromise. I mean, what did God tell Moses and Aaron to do? Well, he told them to put 3 days distance between Egypt and themselves, and then offer sacrifices to him. And you can go to Exodus chapter 3, verse 18 to see that. However, Pharaoh, he told them that, they could go and they could offer their sacrifices to God, but they needed to do it, there in Egypt. You see, Pharaoh was trying to force them into making some concessions. He was saying, in effect, now if you don't want to worship the gods of Egypt and you have to worship your God, then go do it. Just don't go very far. Stick around. Now, maybe you've seen this trick before, perhaps even maybe in your own life. I mean, after you give your life, to Christ, the devil essentially says, I didn't want you to do that, but I will concede that you have gone over to the other side. Let's strike a deal. Don't get too fanatical here. I mean, can we still have a little fun together? You don't have to give up all your old friends and lifestyle. You can still believe in God, but be practical. See, this is what the devil does with us. He says, go ahead, but don't go too far. You don't have to believe all this stuff. See, Moses, however, he said no. He knew that they had to go. Now, some people, they've believed in Jesus, but they haven't gone very far from their old lives. I mean, they've stayed close enough, for the enemy to still have a foothold in their life. They're still influenced by, ungodly friends and things that have dragged them down. They're still engaged in a lifestyle that they should have repented, of long ago. I mean, for example, how many generations have been destroyed by drugs, sex, and just wild living? It's amazing how each successive generation acts as though they've discovered themselves. I mean, the fashions, may change, or sometimes they don't. But, they get into the same things that previous generations did. We need to obey God. That's the bottom line. We need to commit the non-believers in our lives to the Lord. Pray for them. If they're going to come to Christ, listen, they're not going to come to him through our compromise. I mean, in fact, if we compromise, it's most likely going to drive them away. You know, sometimes we think that we can reach people for Christ if we just do what they do and, you know, relate to them on their level. And then they will believe and think that, you know, we're really cool. But you see, no one has ever come to Christ that way. Non-believers come to Christ because Christians living genuine lives before God aren't afraid to let their light shine. You know, sometimes we're trying so hard to be cool and relatable that we forget about being righteous. We forget about standing up for what is right. You know, and that's what the church needs to do today. That's what we as Christians need to do today. We need to obey Christ every day in our lives and allow Him to live through us so that they can see a difference in us and want to know what makes us different. So anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Tuesday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.